I feel like I've kind of always grown up around it because my mum's a dressmaker and she's a designer. So I grew up with her fitting clients into dresses and formal wear and all of that. And then, you know, about 6 or so years ago, I just quit my corporate job and thought I'll go out and do it on my own. And yeah, now here I am. Yeah, exactly. I love working with silk satins. I think there's just something really glamorous about it, and you can really make it, you know, modern, or you can give it that vintage twist to it. So it just depends on, it's just a very, you know, malleable kind of fabric. Because I always work on, or with my brides one-on-one, I get to really know them as a person, and then, you know, I find out what they're like, and then we can create something together. And I just like the interactiveness of it as well, and yeah, just working with them so closely. A lot of my brides come in and they'll have no idea what they wanted, but we'll just, you know, start with something that in a million years they never thought they'll try on, but then they'll put it on and then they'll think, oh, you know what, this is not what I expected. And then it is the start of that journey, and then you try and kind of open your mind and you try on lots of different styles, and yeah.
So in the 6 years that you've worked in the industry, have you seen any changes in that time, or, you know, and perhaps provide a little bit of detail about what they might have been?
I see a lot of style changes, and also what brides are looking for also change. I think it's all to do with what happens in fashion normally. So a few years ago it was all about peplums and everything, and everyone had that. And then now it's all about lace sleeves or the illusion necklines and all of that. So they all come and go, but I think at the end of the day, if your designs are classic and the shapes are timeless, they'll never date.
So can you provide a little bit of insight into the process of having a couture gown made and what that involves for a bride?
Yeah, sure. Well, the first appointment, I always try to get to know the bride a little bit more about their personality, what they normally wear in their everyday life, and also the type of wedding they're having. If they're going for super traditional, then that changes, you know, what we create together. And then from that point on, we'll talk about, you know, feel of fabrics, whether or not she's a lace person, how elaborate she wants the dress to be, getting the details out from each bride and helping them realise what they want, and yeah.
When it comes to buying a gown, what do you think are some of the biggest mistakes that brides make when they're looking for a dress?
I think being swayed by other people. Like, especially if I see a bride come in with 7 or 8 people, I know straight away her voice will get lost in it. So I think, you know, pick 1 or 2 really, really close friends, or your mum, or, you know, someone that's really, really honest with you and opinions that you trust, and then just go with them, and just stay true to yourself as well, and yeah.
Do you have any other top tips for brides who are, you know, about to go out and start looking for their gown?
I think do your research. So when you walk into a boutique, you have a fair idea of what you're looking for. So go on Pinterest, go flick through bridal magazines, and then see what really interests you. Because otherwise, if you go in with no idea of what you're looking for, there are so many different styles, and yeah, it could be a little stressful. Yeah.